Subscribe the Ielts Guide channel and press the bell icon for the regular updates of Ielts video.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Ielts Guide channel. Friends, today we are going to talk about Ielts speaking test. Yes friends, today we are going to talk about some common mistakes you should avoid in the Ielts speaking test. So this is my first video in the Ielts Guide in which I am facing the camera, and I hope you will like this video friends. So without any further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about the first mistake that you should avoid is memorize the answer. Yes friends. Now, I know, you know, all know, so examiners also know that there are lots of sources available on the internet from where you can find out sample answers of a speaking topics. Now, there are a lot of students, what they do, they directly mug up these sample answers, line to line, sentence to sentence, word to word, and it is not a good idea, friend. Yes, it is the bad impression in the examination. Even you speak very well, line to line, word to word, your grammar is okay, but still examiner know it is not your own idea, so you will not gonna get a good band score. Yes friends, you will end up with 5.5 or 6 band only. Even you are too much good, everything is fine, your speaking is good, your grammar is okay, everything is okay, but still you are not gonna get a good band score. Yes, so please do avoid this, don't do this kind of stuffs. Instead of that, you can prepare well for wide range of topics before examination. Yes, see, it is not a general knowledge test, it is not a IQ test, right? It is a language test. They are not gonna ask so many difficult questions. They are gonna ask only a simple questions simple question related to a general topics like your relationship, your hobbies, festivals, seasons, weathers, right? So you can prepare well on this kind of topics so that you can answer directly from your ideas, right? You can develop ideas easily and answer questions easily. It will be a good impression. Okay, and one more thing is that friend, actually in the speaking test you can actually even bluff. Yes, you don't have to be so much serious, right? Even your answer doesn't make any sense, it is okay, you can answer from your dreams, your imaginations. As far as your answer is in the question frame, it is okay. Even it is doesn't sense, okay, doesn't make any sense, even it is really completely fine friends. Okay, so don't. Okay friends, so second mistake you should avoid is that answering the question wrong. Yes friend, now when examiner delivered the question, you should understand the question very well, understood the question very well before answering it. Okay, see, it is better to ask again about the question than answering the question wrong. Yes, if you ask the question again, it is okay, but if you answer it wrong, you will lose the marks. Okay, so don't be afraid to answer the question again, don't be hesitate. Okay, just you can answer like saying that sir, could you say that again please, or madam, could you say that again please, like that. Okay, and even sometime what happens, you understood the question partially only, so this is also good opportunity for you to make your impression, right? You can ask in this kind of question, you can ask the examiner that uh, do you mean this, or do you mean that, do you mean a cold season like a winter, like this. So if you understood a question partially sometime, then also you can grasp the opportunity and communicate with the examiner, it will be a good impression. Okay so let's talk about the third mistake, right? Okay, third mistake is what, when you don't know the answer, you don't have any idea, your mind is completely blank, you don't know what to speak or what to say regarding the questions, then you are completely blank. Now in this situation, if you be silent, if you don't speak anything, it will be the bad impression. Yes, and you will lose marks for this. Now in this case, what you will do, you will keep silent, then you will lose marks. So better, it is a better take this as an opportunity, right? You can grasp the opportunity. It is a good opportunity to start communication with the examiner. Now in this case, you can ask the examiner's opinion. Yes, you can say that sir, madam, I don't know anything regarding this, do you have any idea? Or you can say, sorry, I don't know anything regarding this question or about this topic, what do you think, right? And then if examiner will ask something or start talking on some topic, then you can then sometimes the idea will blink in your mind and you can start speaking on that thing. Okay, for examples, for example, uh, the question is that what kind of businesses are affected in the winter or cold weather? Now you don't know the answer, so what will you say? You say that actually I don't know, have any idea right now regarding that. Do you have any idea? So examiner will say that I think that a food, yeah. And once you heard the word food, sometimes the idea will blink in your mind that yes, food like ice cream or mango juice, that kind of businesses, that kind of shops will be affected because they don't have a customer in the winter season, right? So this kind of so this is a great opportunity. Actually, if you don't know the answer, follow this method, it will be helpful for you in the examination. Fourth mistake is followed by our third topic. Okay, being silent. Okay, it is okay to be silent, it is okay to be hesitate, okay, but not for a longer period of time. Okay, if you are silent for 2 3 seconds or 5 seconds, it is completely fine. But if you are silent for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, it will let you down. Yes, it is not a good impression. Okay, see, there are some people, there are some students, some candidate who need time to think or develop a sentence in their brain or develop an idea in their brain. Okay, even I need some time to develop idea in my brain or develop a sentence in my brain. Okay, so for that time, if you are silent, it is completely fine. Even you can silent between two sentences, between delivering two ideas, it is completely okay. But being silent for a longer period of time, it will be a bad impression. So in this case, you can use fillers, right? You can use fillers like, oh, it's a tough question, let me think, or let me think, or let me see. That kind of expression, filler expression you can use. But friends, you can use this kind of expression when you have prepared well for the examination, right? Now sometimes what happen, you will say that, oh, it's a tough question, I think, and then you don't speak anything, then it will be the bad impression again. So if you have prepared well for the examination, you know that you are going to answer the question, but you need some time to think on that, then you can say that, oh, it's a tough question, I think, so that it will give you a time. Your mouth is speaking these words, but your brain is developing the idea, your brain is developing a sentence, and then when you say that I think, then you have to start speaking your answer, right? So it will be a good impression. It is a really, really good impression, friends. So do follow this method if you need some time to prepare a sentence or some time to prepare or develop an idea. Let's talk about the fifth mistake. Okay, fifth mistake is saying too much or saying too little. Yes, friends. Now what happens sometime that actually we know the format. Okay, in part one you have to answer the question in 2 to 4 sentences. In part 2 there is a definite time, there is a clear instruction. Okay, in part 3 you have to answer in 3 to 6 sentences. Now sometimes you answer very small, sometimes you answer very big. It is not a good. Okay, you have to answer in a particular structure. Okay, so just try to extend your answer, but not extend like an essay. Okay, you are not going to speak too much on particular topic, right? In part 1 you have to give answer in 2 to 3 sentences, and in part 3 you have to give answer in 3 to 6 sentences. Okay, you can add some example or some related idea in your main answer. Okay, for example, in part 1 they will ask a question like that how far is your house from this exam center? Then you will say that it is 30 minutes from here, and one can easily find out rickshaw or cab or train from here to go to my place. So you can answer like that, right? You can extend answer by some topics, some related ideas, but don't extend too much that the price is this much you have to pay, you have to go this, then turn left, then turn right. Okay, don't speak like an essay, just be a simple, extend little bit, add some example or related ideas, that will be completely okay, and be in the question frame. Okay, now let's talk about the sixth mistake that you should avoid. Sixth mistake is parroting the question. Now what is parroting? You might be thinking, what is parroting? Actually, in case of IELTS, parrot is the candidate who repeat the question back. Yes, parroting is the repeating the question back. See, it is a really bad habit. So many people are habitual of this habit. When you heard the question, they will repeat it back. Sometimes in the question the answer is yes or no only, but what candidate do, they give answer yes, then repeat whole question. They give answer no, then repeat whole question. See, there are a lot many people who have a habit to do these kind of stuffs, but it is not a good impression, it is a bad impression. It will take you down. Okay, so in this case you can use paraphrasing. Okay, it will be helpful for you in both writing as well as in speaking. Try to develop a paraphrasing ability. Try to learn so many synonyms that will be helpful for you to paraphrase the question. Okay, and even there is one more thing, that you can change the structure of a question, like a active passive voice, right? So you can repeat the question in some other manner. It will make a good impression and your band score will also improve. Okay, seventh mistake that we should avoid is poor pronunciation. See, we are non-native English speaker, right? We don't have a good command on English, right? That's why we are preparing for the IELTS examination. Even I face the difficulty in pronunciation. Okay, see, pronunciation accounts for almost 25% of the total score in the IELTS speaking section, right? So pronunciation is really important, friends. If you are using a complex words, then your pronunciation must be good. Okay, otherwise it will create a bad impression. So see, we are non-native English speaker. We are in contact with English since 6 to 7 years. If I talk about myself personally, I am in contact with English since last 6 to 7 years only. In my school time, I studied everything in my native language only. Okay, so there are a lot of people like me, right? So it is really tough for us to pronounce correctly, right? Pronounce the word correctly. So in this case, we have to practice it very well, right? And I suggest that if we have to improve it, we have to practice it with a native English speaker, and it is difficult to find out a native English speaker actually. So what we can do, we can practice it with native level English speaker. Yes, friends, you have any friends or your neighbors or your some relatives who have scored well in the IELTS examination, at least 6.5 or more than 6.5, then we can consider them as the native level English speaker, right? Their level is almost near to the native level English speaker. So we should try to practice with them. It will help us a lot, right? It will help you a lot. You can improve your fluency in the speaking, as well as you can improve your pronunciation, right? So I suggest you must practice with a native level English speaker about your speaking taste, right? Even you can practice on the phone right now. Okay, it is a really good habit. So practice is the only option to get a good band in the IELTS speaking. So friends, that's it for today, and I can say that practice is the only key to get good band in the IELTS speaking section. Even in the all the modules, IELTS require practice only. You can improve yourself by practicing as much as possible. So I guess that's it for today, friends, and I hope you will like this video. You found this video helpful, and if you found this video helpful, then please give a thumbs up. And I can say best of luck to the candidates who are preparing for the IELTS examination and who are ready to give the exams. Best of luck, prepare well, practice well. I know you can do this, and be confident. And that's it for today, friends. Give a thumbs up to the video if you found this video helpful. Share with your friends, and even you like it, then subscribe to my channel IELTS Guide. I will see you in the next video soon. Till then, you take care, friends, and bye.